Crazy dog. Go lay down. Hello, hello, hello. I hope we're on, that we've got a show. And I put down the wrong one. Let's see. There we are. I see us on YouTube, so I'm going back over here to Tony. Go away, honey. My dog wants attention. Got two today. Yes, I love you too, Tony. Go away. Today, I received the mail that was supposed to be here yesterday. I only got half of what I was supposed to get yesterday. So today, I got my stuff from Lemonhead Penny. And I had Lemonheads. It was just me and Alden. We had him to ourselves, so we had a good time buying stuff. I have lots of stuff to show you, and it was a great day. I've been taking a nap, so I'm refreshed for a few minutes. Hey, Lenny, how you doing, girl? The first thing I got from Lemon was a new, I don't know if all of you know, but I adore these library books. And I got this one to fill up with all these wonderful extra coins I've got. Because I've got $50 out the kazoo. This is a Kennedy half book, but it only has 4 dates, 4 years on it, 64 to 68. So everything else is free space for anything I want to put in it. So I'm excited about that. The next thing I got was my very first Dansko album. I have Littleton albums now, Whitman albums, I have the library albums, and my very first Benjamin Franklin Dansko album. I am overly hyper today. I have no idea why, except that I've been up too long. I got up last night about midnight, and I've been up ever since. And long story short is, when I fall asleep, I'll stay asleep for 24 hours, and I'll still end up being up at night. I can't get off of nights for some reason. But I thought I had more binges than I do. But I have a few binges in here. But I've got, like I said, my first Dansko, which I'm very happy about. Because Lemon gave me a good deal on it. Lemon always gives me good deals. He always gives everybody good deals. He's one of the, few, when you start getting, he and Joe Durbin, when you start getting too high for what you're buying, will kind of tell you. You can tell it in what they say without going, hey, stupid, quit bidding, so you're jelly. But yeah, the next thing I got was, as you can see under the microscope there, I've got a 1950D. I finished my book with a coin from Armando from the vault. He sent me, I was down to, that was the only coin I needed to finish my book, and he mailed me one. So I finished my book, but now I'm doing a book for Charlie, which I haven't told him about. So I got him that 19, and it's gorgeous, isn't it? I got him that 1950D to go in his book. I got a new walker. It's a 42. I don't know what this one is. I put it somewhere, but this isn't it, because this isn't a 42. But I got a new 42 walker. I also got, I gotta crack that. I do have one more Benji to put in my book. It's just, this one's NGC graded, but it wasn't graded. It was graded very fine details, so I'm gonna crack it because somebody cleaned it improperly. I bought it for the silver, but it's a year I don't have yet, so why not? The next thing I got was a 69 proof set. I didn't have one of those. Not the proof set, but I love them. I'll crack these and put them in my mint books. I got a 72 mint set, proof set. And Alden Davis gave me a gift of the P&D 1975s, which I didn't have. So he gave me a gift of these, or the 72. No, it was the 72 mint set he gave me. He gave me the 72. I bought the P&Ds. It gets confusing after a while. Plus, I've slept since then, so. The next thing I got, and don't drool too much now, Lenny, because this is a pretty one. Look at that. Is she not gorgeous? I'm going to send this and have it graded. I bought this from Lemon. It's a 44D, I think. Yeah, 44D Mercury done. Mercuries are my absolute favorites, so when he had a couple that upgraded my book, which pretty much anything will do, I jump through the roof. That's the first one that upgrades my book. The second one, which I'm also thinking about sending in, 1939S. Not quite as pretty as that 44, but she's not bad. Considering how old she is, she's not bad at all. Almost 100 years old. She'll be not too much longer. Then you'll find this funny, Lenny. Alden Davis is aces. He's always been sweet to me. Always had a kind heart, a kind word, like so many of the coin community. For me, my best friends in the coin community, Joe Durbin, Lemonhead, Lincoln, Alden, Oz, who, although he's more into the art and the metal detecting, is a coin guy. But they've always been so wonderful. I don't have to be anybody but myself. And when I'm having a bad day, they go, "What can we do for you, girl?" And they'll sit there and just talk to me. So they're wonderful. Now this next coin I'm going to show you, I didn't remember buying it. Okay, must have been one of those, yeah, just throw it in my packs. But I didn't remember buying it. And when I first saw the date on it, I was going, he didn't write a mint mark after it. Does it have a mint mark? Yes. Hey, Shane. I saw this and almost flipped out. 1916. But it's not a 1916D. Because if it had been a 1916D, the only way it was coming to my house was if Alden had bought it. And like I said, I thought I just went, because I didn't remember buying it. But there's a 1916D for my wall hanging over there. Here is a 1918. She's a little worn, but she'll do. We were going through everything Lemonhead had, and he'd call out something he had, and I'd say, have it, don't have it, have it, don't have it, trying to fill up my wall hanging and my books. And we put a pretty dent in it, put a pretty dent in my pocket too, but it's only once in a blue moon that I do that. More lately, 1923, she's not bad except for the grunge. I wish it wasn't against the rules and they would let us clean these coins. As long as we don't scrub on them or something, just get the grunge off. This one, 1917. Here is a 1939D. Not bad. Oh, I had a ball on this night because it was, like I said, it was just me and Alden for a while. And then Alden went off to sleep. And between 4 and 6, it was just me. So I had Lemon all to myself. And he was searching his books for me. Here's a 1918D to go with that 1918P. Philadelphia 1938. My books are going to get so filled up. And I had to quit buying because I ran out of money before somebody was going to kill me when they woke up the next morning. And this one is a 1945 Micro S. So she's got a couple of spots on her, but other than that, she is pretty. I mean, this would be one. If I dropped it in the jewelry cleaner, it would look so good, but you can't do that, you know? In that first one I showed you, Lenny, it has full bars. I forgot to tell you that. Hey, Jason, long time no see. But yeah, that first one I showed you, the 1940, where is it? It has full bars on the back. Not that one. I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Full bars. I don't know if you can see them, but they're there. That's why I want to have this one graded. Is because it's just so nice. This one makes me just ecstatically happy. How beautiful she is. This is a favorite. It might not get in my wall hanging. It may get preserved some other way because that's a nice coin. Then we went to pennies, to pulling pennies. Okay. This is a 1927 S. This one is a 38S. No, they're browns. They're good, you know, they're goods. Very fine. So this one actually has a repunched mint mark. Let me see if I can get it in focus for you. Taking my crank it scope down. Sorry about that. Let's see if we can get it in focus and get those lights dimmed a little. It's going to be cranky. Hang on, I can do this. My hands won't shake, I can do this. And it says RPM repunchment mark number 16. Now I can see a little something on there. I can see at the top of the S on the front of the serif. Hey Youper, how you doing? Hey Jeepin. That's the repunch on that one. So that's pretty cool. I just needed a 38 for my book. Instead, I'm getting a 38 with a repunchment mark. I've got a 1919D. I mean, y'all have seen pennies, but 1919D, 24S, 17S. I got two 24S's. He charged me twice. 35S. Oh, I needed two. I forgot. That's the one I needed for both the wall hanging and the book. We never get S's down here. 26D, 31D, 21S, and 20s. So that's all of those. I showed you all of these. Showed you those. And put my pretty girl back. Look, go up and let Amy see this beautiful. Amy and Jeepin, I'm sending this one to be graded. Got it from Lemon. Oh, those lights are going to drive me crazy. If I can get her out of the lights a little. There we go. Isn't she gorgeous? I am so... Hey, Oz. I am so ecstatic with that. If I didn't like any of the rest of the coins, which unfortunately I like every single one of them, that coin made me happy. I'm definitely going to send that one. It's kind of iffy on the other one, the 39S, but that one's going. That one's going with my dime that I got from him. That's the die crack that isn't listed anywhere. I checked Cuds for Coins. I checked Variety Vista. I Googled it every which way, but I can't find it anywhere. And he said he couldn't find it anywhere. So, you know how that goes. Then I put, oh, that's my Kennedy $50 book. Hang on, let me show you the two beautiful coins I got from they came in a box, but I took them out. I keep the boxes so that when I am no longer around, my family can put them back in and sell them for real money instead of what they would get. But the two might help if I did it right side up and stuff. Here they are. Those two on the end right there. This one, the discus thrower, and the Coliseum. I have another Coliseum, so this one's an 84 or an 80. This one's 83, and I have an 84 over there. And then I also have several of the Olympics. I love the Olympics. It's always been a big thing in our family that cousins would come over, everything, and we watch the Olympics together. So, but yeah, I sent off today to Joe Durbin my 1974D double die obverse to get his opinion on them. I sent the whole thing, okay? Because I got a whole roll of them. I bought them from Lemon a year ago, and I remember when I bought them because he had both and nobody would buy them. He had the P, hey Value Hunter, he had the P and the D, and then he separated them, and the P sold to one person, and I outbid that same person on the D, and he goes, don't you think they should stay together? Mm-mm. Of course, I didn't know anything about the possibility of a double die, and somebody mentioned it somewhere, and I said, wait, I have some 74s, and went looking, and the whole roll is double die obverse. I mean, almost every single one. I think every one I looked at was double die obverse, and some of them are gorgeous. So I'm looking forward to hearing what he says, and then again, I'm not, because you know me. No, I want to know what he says. But yeah, I got my new books. I'm happy. I'm going to be sitting here filling my wall hangings and my books, because I get to go crack this. Hey, Bigfoot. How you doing? So how's everybody else doing? Y'all faring pretty well with all this fun we get to have? staying home with little 11-year-old boys that play Fortnite and scream at the computer all day long? The other day, I was in here trying to listen to a stream, and Charlie's sitting at Charlotte's computer, right, which is right next to mine, and he's, "Come save me! Come save me! Come back to me! I need help!" And just screaming his head off. And sound tends to bother me. That's why when the dogs bark and stuff, I get a little. Sound gives me migraines. And when he did that, it went straight through the eyeballs. And I turned in and he said, "Don't yell." It scared him to death. I had to quit yelling at him for yelling at me. We all lose it sometimes. Supper time. Yeah, you're right. It's supper time. I've been laying down trying to take a nap and rest a little bit. I probably dozed somewhere in there, but I don't remember it. Tony, nobody wants to see your big nose on the screen. That nose you see sticking up? Tony came to say hi, guys. That's not funny, but it is funny. We didn't let him play Fortnite for the longest time. He's only been playing it about 2 months. Because I read all the reviews from parents saying how their kids got aggressive and their kids would, do all these things. And we read reviews from the, oh, excuse me, from the creator who said they made it to be addicting and all this, that, and the other. And we didn't let him play. He played like when I first got my PS4. He got on and he wanted to play every second of every day. And I'm like, this ain't happening. And we told him no. And then Charlotte gave in and let him have it on his Nintendo Switch. So if he starts screaming Mimi and doing all the things that all those other kids do, I'm just going to sit back and go, Who let him have Fortnite? I buy him Mario Karts and I let him play my Red Dead. He doesn't like it. It's not action enough for him. I should send him on one of Oz's missions where everybody and their puppy is shooting at him. But yeah, got all kinds of cool stuff. I get to crack some more for my albums over there. I'm having a good day. I waited and waited for these to come in, and I was happy. We had lemon all to ourselves the other night, Amy. Oh, yeah, I got the yawns. When I try to lay down and get rest, I'm wide awake. Now that I'm in here talking to y'all, I'm going to yawn. Yeah, you can too, say. I'm just not going to be the only one on your screen and you take off and I'm sitting here going, I have to carry you? I'm not Oz. I can barely talk on my own stream. But yeah, we're looking forward to seeing what everybody comes up with. Oh goodness, like I said, if I wasn't on here, I wouldn't yawn. But anyway, man, it's a tough call between that and my 50D Dickel on which is prettier. No, it's the Mercury. It's definitely. Well, after you got off the other night, we went to Alden's stream for a few hours. And then after that, he went to my stream for a couple, 2-3 hours. So, yeah. I'm trying not to yawn. Because because I know how contagious yawns are. Oh, I can see the bags under my eyes, though. Oh, my goodness. So I'll be asleep all day tomorrow, and I'll wake up tomorrow night, hopefully in time for Joe Durbin's stream. Like I was saying, I sent all those 74Ds to him to evaluate. And guys, I may be putting okay. Nah, all my shows are on tonight. I gotta watch Curse of Oak Island, and I don't know if Port Protection's still on or if they already did their season finale. See if they're still on tonight. Oh goodness, I hate it when I'm yawning. Um, I'm gonna sleep 24 hours no matter what when I fall asleep, so I might as well watch the shows and then do it. Hey Rhonda, how are you? We're just having some fun talking about my books and stuff that I got going and how happy I am with the coins I've gotten. I'm thinking about cracking out this Ellis Island and putting it in my silver book. I'd go ahead and add one of those rings so that they fit. Because I'm going to get more pages for it. But I'm thinking about cracking my Ellis Island because I really like historical stuff. Yes. Yes, it was that long. It was like 4 to 5 hours, and I finally, you know, had to get off. Or I think actually he did. Or I ran out of money. One of those three things. It was funny because I was buying up stuff, and I go, you have no idea how much you spent. I only got in a little bit of trouble. I got told no more. Not right now. She knows I don't listen, so I don't know why she bothers to tell me that. Because if the bills are paid and there's money in the account past a certain amount, I'm gonna spend it. I can always blame it on my therapist. What is it? Shopping therapy or something like that. Although that's the exact opposite of what I'm supposed to do. I'll say, "Oh, I fell off the therapy wagon." They think I'm crazy. Actually, they know I'm crazy. I just won't let them say it out loud. It's really annoying. I'm not crazy in a bad way. I have a phobia, and it's getting worse. So they're trying to work on that for me. I'm scared to death of snakes. Used to, didn't bother me. As I get older, and now I worry about them getting into the house. One got in the house one time, and I happened to be there when it did. I was getting some laundry out of the washer and putting it in the dryer, which is right next to our back door, and the little bugger came in under the door. Yeah, I know that. But try telling your brain that when it's telling you you've seen one in your house and you're scared to death of them and you kill an average of 10 a year in your yard. And I don't have any problem going out there and killing them when somebody comes in and says there's one out there, but after I kill it, I fall apart. And like I said, the one that came into the house, oh, it freaked me. I had it down with a broom going, "Somebody come help me." I got him to go out. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Figment of my imagination. I understand. I've told people that myself. But that snake that came in, I was screaming. Charlotte come running. Of course, luckily I got it to go back out the door the same way it came in. Then I called and had my door replaced. Now, mind you, your back door is not supposed to be expensive. My back door is expensive because the guy builds custom doors. I had him build me one out of steel with the deal that goes up and down in the inside of the window so you can put the shade down or up, and made him come out. Luckily I know him, he's my friend. He came out, he installed it, and there ain't a door in the world that is more secure than that door. Retail therapy, yes. You and my mom. She loves going to, when I go to visit her now. Used to, she lived with us. And a little over almost 2 years coming up, she moved up to be with her. If you say she's common law married now. But anyway, with her boyfriend, uh, who's a ex-military, wonderful guy, makes her happy. I've never known my mother to be happy. But anyway, she moved up there to be with him. So now when I go up there, I have to take her shopping because my mom doesn't drive. And so she orders most everything into the house, and Walmart delivers. And Amazon delivers, and there's no real reason to go out with the crazy people. She doesn't like going out with crazy people, but she likes to go shopping with her daughters. So, no problem, Youper. You be good. Oh, goodness. But, hey, Charlie, we're doing a live stream. We'll be done in a minute. Finish. Pull the door to, Charlie. I'm not having him come in here when I'm live streaming and screaming at the computer like you did the other day. It's not going to happen. This is my room. I told the only reason Charlotte's in here is I was being nice. Because this was designated when Mom left as I could do anything I wanted in this room as long as it was positive and got me motivated to do more than what I was doing. And so I'm keeping my word and getting up and doing more in the house and doing more with them. But this is my sanctuary. And he's not going to come in here and scream at the computer while I'm in here. In fact, he doesn't know it, but next week, it's all coming to an end. He won't be in here except when I call him in here. I would say why, but knowing him, he's watching us on video. Hi, Charlie. He does that. So I can't say what I got him, but it'll make a difference. Well, guys, that's what happened. I heard you mention something, but I hadn't heard. That's not right. What happened to him, Amy? Because I hadn't heard. I meant to ask you the other night when you mentioned being sad about Ken. You know what? If y'all want to do one, we'll do a StreamYard for him. That's too bad. He seemed like a funny guy. I didn't go to his stream often. I went a few times. But that's too bad. He came when I first got on and I did my first stream about my very old Spanish coins. He then came and told everybody that he put me on the list for he put me on the list to be on the coin in the coin realm. You know, you remember that you were with me when he did it, Youper. When he added me to the list. You know, the coin, I forget what they called it. Um, but yeah, I remember you were there. See, I can't remember where I put certain pennies, but I can remember that you were on the stream the same night I was when we found out when because I had no idea what it meant actually because I was so new to YouTube and everything. Yep. I it shocked me. I guess I put out enough in that one video that said that I will learn this hobby. Because I intend to learn this hobby. I learn so much from you guys every day about coins. And I know where my weaknesses are. And my weaknesses are, it's pretty. That way. Okay, it's pretty. And I buy what I like, you know? Yes, his big list. And getting on it was, and somebody else got on it at the same time. Was it Alden? I think it was Alden, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but somebody else got on it that same time I did. Man, we're reaching back, aren't we, Amy? Trying to remember something that was a year ago and brief. I'm sorry he passed. I'm really sorry. I understand, Amy. I wish I could play, intermediate and because y'all are both, you're good people. I don't know her as well. In fact, I hardly know her at all. I bought a couple of coins from her, 1976 set for a gift for Charlotte, but I wish I could, call her and say you're not the only one grieving. These people knew him too. Because I might as well get in practice because when my mom passes, World War III is going to hit the fan. Nacogdoches, or no, Rowlett will explode because my aunt will come and my sister will come. And then there'll be a mushroom cloud because they hate each other with a purple passion. Actually, I think my aunt could forgive, my sister can. And that's totally her prerogative to do. I wasn't there, I don't have anything to do with it. I barely speak to my aunt. That's my prerogative. Ooh. You know what, guys? Life's too short. You know, there's a couple of people on that I don't like them. I don't trust them. I've dealt with them. I won't say their name, but I'm also not gonna worry about them ever again. It's just let it go and be happy that he's in a better place. And you don't have to deal with her. She comes after you, let me get her. I don't care. You know? It's not worth your staying upset. You need to not be so upset. Life's too short, that's right. Exactly. Exactly right. Bigfoot, we're saying that holding the anger is not worth it. I'm right there with you, Rhonda. My kidneys stay at 40% working. The other 60%, eh. Good. I know you're taking the high road, and know we will help you all we can. But I it's funny. I know y'all won't think it's funny, but the big dog keeps sitting in Charlotte's chair like Yes, good luck tomorrow, Rhonda. Well, we're gonna pray for you, and we're gonna, you know, it took me getting sick to get back to God because all the negative put on us Presbyterians, um, and how that goes. And then I got sick. I've always still believed in God, but my belief in what's written in the Bible isn't there. Bible was written by men, and we can all go into philosophical questions and stuff, but that way I can still love my God and keep on going. I'm not. You know what? First and foremost, this is a place to become happy. Okay? My stream is what makes me happy. And you guys, I mean, how many times have I called you guys up not being totally happy and y'all cheered me up? I need to learn how to do it better. I'm really good at, I'll go get them for you. I'm not so good at learning how to cheer people up. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, guys, we're going to use all our positive energy. Everybody, think positive thoughts. just know that you are loved by the community here, and you're loved by a lot more people than are just on my live chat, and that everybody is pulling for everyone. Most people that come on my chat are the best people in the world. I've not found anybody really that I want to go shoo, because trust me, I would. Put out the good vibes. Hey, NC. Yeah, I've studied some of the Wiccan, the pagan, the Wiccan. Um, yes, some witch. No, just kidding. Um, which, you know, there's so many different things, and that's like all these different religions. I want to go. How many of you have actually looked at the Christianity and Islam? Because the Quran, although some of it's different, some of it's the same. You know, they believe in one true God. They call him a different name. But it's the same God they're praying to. And that's what I just want to reach out and, oh, we got to call it Allah, and oh, we've got to call it this and we've got to call it that. Call it whatever you want to. More power to you for believing in one true God. Now, you start talking about the mythological gods, then we're going to have a problem. I don't know if Lenny, you still here? They're asking how old you are and how old you were when you had cancer. You got me beat by a year, Lenny. I'm 54, about to turn 55 in January. Well, that's 7 months away, but anyway. Fasting and sweat lodge for Bigfoot? You couldn't pay me to go in a sweat lodge. I'm sorry. I worked in one 5 years ago. I had they think heat exhaustion, which caused my kidneys to go down to 40%. Heat exhaustion and heat stroke. So you can't pay me enough to go back into a heat. Because trust me, nobody sweated more than I did. It was hot in that warehouse. Hot. And they made us they wouldn't let us wear shorts. They wouldn't let us wear t-shirts. We had to wear collared shirts, okay? Khakis, slacks. And I'm going, we're working in a warehouse. We're on the ground. So they let us wear jeans. So I'd sweat through my shirts, my jeans, everything. I was soaking, reaming wet every day. And drinking as much water and ice and Gatorades as I could get down me. And still heat stroked. And I moved a fan every day. They had those big, huge fans. Moved one of those to where it was on me every day. And the guys all the guys there, I was the only lady, and all the guys there tried to help take care of me, making sure I was comfortable, mainly because when they'd make a boo-boo, I had to fix it. And I was in pretty good with the boss, so it was, pretty easy for me, and it was lots of fun. I will admit, I liked the pay. I liked bringing home what I was bringing home working there, and they paid overtime. They didn't care. I mean, I was getting $30 an hour, and they were paying me overtime, which is time and a half. You know what I'm saying? And I was working on average 50 hours a week in that oven, programming ATMs, so I know how to get into them. I still have all my keys. If I was a dishonest person, that would be a bad thing. But I can open up any ATM in Texas. Probably anywhere, actually. I have so many keys. You're terrible, Bigfoot. Bad boy. Bad boy. Well, do some retail shopping for me because I'm not allowed to go out. That sounds weird considering, that's what they're trying to get me to do. But I'm not allowed to go out right now because of Corona, because my lungs aren't strong enough. I have the lungs any 90-year-old would be proud to own. Those also went the way of the dodo bird. It's like all of a sudden I went from being the healthiest person I've ever met, because I didn't get colds, I didn't get sick, and then I got my first bout of mono, no other sicknesses, then I got another bout of mono. They said I worked myself into them. And then I got another bout of mono, and another bout of mono, and another bout of mono, and another bout of mono. And then I started becoming allergic to everything, and I started getting asthma. Well, we can go out as long as we wear masks, but like my sister, for us in our lungs, it's not worth it to risk it, because we both have high blood pressure. Well, I do. I don't know if she does or not. She's pre-diabetic. I'm pre-diabetic. If they quit giving me steroids, I wouldn't be so big. I'm asthmatic, and between that and all my allergies, I mean, I can walk outside and the neighbor has accidentally chopped some poison ivy or poison oak or sumac or something, and it will go into my nasal, and I will become a walking rash. So they made me wear. I've been wearing masks for over 2 years now. We're supposed to. I just stay in. I don't get to mow anymore. I got an 11-year-old for that. See, and I didn't. I was the authority. I am the biggest stick in the mud you've ever met in your life. I didn't party. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I've never had a drink in my life. I'm saving that for my 90th birthday. Which Charlotte tells me, if you make it that long, you might as well just keep going. Like hell. Hey, Terry's wood burning? Oh, there it is. Hi, Terry. But yeah, I'm like, no. I'll just, I'm going to learn to drink when I'm old. I'm going to be an old lady drinking and dancing out there with my 4 left feet. I always tell people I have 4. I borrowed 2 extra just to make me look even worse dancing. I know, because my mom sent me to 5 years of dance lessons. No, I didn't. Well, good, great. That's wonderful. Hi, Terry. Glad to know you. Glad to know your mom, Rhonda. I've met her a couple of times on different streams. Is he your for real son or just your adopted online son? Well, they are hollering at me. It has been great fun, guys. Whatever you do, be happy, be safe, and have some fun today. Life's too short not to. And that's something that took me 50 years to realize, is that you gotta be happy. Even if you have to take drugs that help it. Because trust me, if you need to know which ones, I know the good ones now. They're giving them to me, whether I want them or not. Flesh and blood. Okay, Terry. Well, like I said, they're hollering at me. I can barely hear them off in the distance. They're chitter chattering, wanting me to come in, which probably means dinner's ready. And I've had a blast with you guys. You know, when I send these off, and I am going to send these off, and that coin, that double die obverse that I can find nothing on, when I send these off and get them back, we'll do an unboxing. I'm probably going to go with Annex. So y'all be ready. I don't know if they're open right now, and I'm going to wait till I hear back from Joe Durbin on my 74 DDOs, because I'm going to send at least a couple of those in. Well, hopefully, if he finds them nice enough. That's why my Kennedy book's out, is I took that one. That was the nicest one to me, and I put it back in the jar to send to him so that he could look at all the coins I had. Okay, guys. Well, if I don't get off, they're going to come in here and really embarrass me. So, I love you all. Take care of yourselves. If you need me, email me, because I'm always checking my email. And if you need to talk, send me your number and I will call you back. Because, hey, I'm stuck in the house too. And we'll cheer you up. If I can't do it, I'll put Charlotte on the phone. Then you're in trouble. And if that doesn't work, I'll let you talk to my sister. She'll make you happy simply by being herself and showing you what unhappy is sometimes. So, later, guys. Like I said, be safe.